Hey guys, Colin Smith here from Photoshop Cafe, and today I have something really exciting I want to show you. And that's the new DJI goggles. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Wrong goggles. I meant the new DJI goggles right here. So here they are. See, this little thing here enables us to adjust it around the head, and then you can just turn that, get it on so it's nice and comfortable. All right, so you just can kind of sit them on your head like that. Surprisingly comfortable, and then all you need to do is just pull these down into position, and now you're ready to go, and you can see through here. You can actually see what your drone is seeing. Well, let's talk about some of the different features on here. So first of all, we have two displays here, and this will work in HD. When you're nice and close, we can do it at 1080, and when you go further out, you can switch it to 720. So these are high resolution displays. Now when you put them on, it's like seeing this giant screen in front of you, almost like sitting in front of an IMAX. Now, this connects to the copters in different types of ways. So what it will do is it will connect to the Mavic wirelessly. So that means that this will connect, you're still going to hold your controller and you're going to control it like this, but it's going to connect through the wireless because this uses OcuSync. And then to do that, what you're going to do is you're just going to press the little button here to bind it. And then for the first time that you do it, you just open the little compartment here where the card goes, and you'll see a little thing, and just push that with a toothpick or something. Hold it for 2 seconds and boom, it will connect. Very, very easy to connect. And then you can see what your drone is seeing through here. Now you can also connect to the Phantom 4s and the Inspire 2. We can go to the Phantom 4 Advanced here, or we can do the Phantom 4 Pro and also the regular Phantom 4. That way it works wirelessly. So you just hold the controller, and then you're just going to run your cable instead of going into your phone or whatever you would normally do. You're going to just attach it to here, into the USB, into the goggles, and that's going to connect. Now the kind of functionality you're going to get, number one, is you get to see this FPV. So it looks really cool. Very, very high resolution FPV. The other thing that we can do is we have head control. So if we lift our heads up or down like that, it will actually control the gimbal and make the camera go up and down. Now that's a mode that you would choose. There's another mode that you choose which does the full head tracking, where you turn your head from side to side and it will actually move the copter side to side. So it's going to go up and down in yours. So as you look around the world, your copter's actually going to be tracking your head, and you can literally look around in the real world. Very exciting stuff. All right, let's talk about the technology in here a little bit. Okay, on the side here we have a trackpad, and this does a couple of things. This enables us to navigate the menus. On the screen, you're going to see menus, and these menus will be similar to what you see on your controller, and just maybe displayed a little bit differently, but you can just navigate forwards and backwards by moving your finger forwards and backwards or up and down, and then tap to select. Now, if you're flying and you're worried about, you touch these, which can sometimes happen, you're going to change some settings here or whatever, you accidentally touch it, and you don't want to do that, simple. Take 2 fingers, tap and drag backwards, and that will lock the touchpad. If you want to unlock the touchpad again at some time, take 2 fingers and slide forward, and it will unlock. You can also do 2 fingers up or down to go to a quick menu. All right, so what other options? Here's the on-off button, and you'll notice it shows the battery status there, and you just click, hold to turn it on, click, hold to turn it off. Very much like the battery here on the Phantom. Now, the other thing we can do is if we look underneath here, you'll notice that there's a couple of settings. There's some buttons here. Now, one of these buttons here is for syncing, and then the other one is just the back button. So if you're going through the menus and you just want to go back or you want to go home, just tap that and that will take you back to the previous menu. Keep doing it, it'll take you to the top level. All right, so then we've got this here. And notice if we look in here, see how these will get closer or further apart by doing that. And that's because people's eyes are set at a different distance. We have different sized heads. Some of us have eyes closer to the nose. Some of us have eyes that go further apart. Now the other thing is nice and padded, got a little bit of room here, so if you wear eyeglasses, you can actually put that on and put it over the top of your glasses. No problem at all. All right, so speaking of connections, we've got this little connector here. This is the USB. We can use it for connecting to these other copters as I mentioned. You can also use it for connecting when you charge. So you're just going to plug into here and this is going to charge it. The battery is built in. Not too bad way for actually having a built-in battery. And you'll also see this little light here will come on when we're charging. If we have a look here, this is just a vent on this side. If we look over here, we also have a vent. But we also have a speaker here, so we can hear the beeping and the little noises going off. And there's a little pad here that will open up. It has a couple of connections in here. It has an HDMI connection, and it has headphones. So this we can actually, apart from the copters, we can use it for multimedia. If you wanted to be watching a movie or something like that, connect through HDMI, plug in your headphones there, away you go. Awesome. The other thing we can do, of course, is for other copters that are not supported through the connectivity directly, such as an Inspire 1 or an earlier DJI product, we can connect that through the HDMI cable, and then you can see. Also, if you're using these with the Plus controllers, you know, with the built-in screen, you connect here through the HDMI. Now, I believe when you do that, you have reduced functionality that you can see. You can do the FPV, you can control all the menus, but for the head tracking, you have to have the regular controller or the OcuSync. So if you're thinking about using these and you want to do head tracking and you have a Plus, you're going to need to get the other controller. It's just the way things are set up and the way it works. If we look in here, you'll notice there's a little sensor there, that little square, that little rectangle. That little rectangle there is a sensor. So that means when your eyes in here, these are going to come on. When you take this away from your head or you flip it up, it sees that you're not wearing it anymore, and it's going to turn off the screens and save the battery so you can get a little bit more battery life out of it. All the new automated modes work with this, including the new fixed wing mode. So these are going to be great for that. So you can be flying along, experiencing it like you're flying a plane. And that's a lot of fun. And we're about to take it out in the field and test that. So anyway, guys, this is it. This is the goggles. Here they are in all their glory. Let's take them out in the field right now and give them a whirl. All right, guys, here we are. We're at the beach, and it's time to set up the Mavic. And we're gonna set up the goggles. Here they are. All right, so what I'm gonna do is get my Mavic up and running first. All right, Mavic's all ready to go. Now let's get the goggles going. Oh wow, there we go. Okay, as I'm moving my head around right now, I can literally see all the way around. Go up, go down. Oh wow, that's cool. I don't know if it's going to be possible to show this in here, but let me try. There we go. That's kind of what I'm seeing in there. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's pretty hard to show it really. That was pretty cool. So what happened there is I was giving you a demo with the drone pointing at you, and I was showing you how I control that camera by lifting my head up or down and moving it side to side. It works really cool. It's really awesome. So what it does is as I look around like this, the drone follows my head movements. And of course, if I want to yawn more, I can also use the remote controller. So I can look up and down. It's really neat. So I'm looking at it in this big screen. It's kind of like looking at it through an IMAX movie. helps me compose my shots. Creates this great experience, like you're actually up there looking out of the drone and you're just kind of looking around. It's a really awesome experience. So let's bring it in for a landing. So there we have it. That's the goggles in action. And I gotta tell you, that's a lot of fun. All right, guys, so as you can see, these really aid flying. When you're wearing these, it's like looking into an IMAX movie. It's really exciting. You can see everything big and immersive. And if you've got head tracking on, as you turn your head or you go up and down, the gimbals go up and down, the copter will yaw to track your head, and it's like just looking around from the air and you can see everything. It really adds an incredible element to the flight experience. Now for safety, I do recommend that you have a spotter with you. That's another person that can see what's going on in the real world. They can see if there's approaching aircraft or any obstacles maybe you're not seeing, and maybe even also warn you about approaching tourists. Because if you guys remember like flying these in the early days, not so much now, still a little bit, but I remember when I first started flying these, everybody would come. You could see the look on their face, you know they're approaching, and you know what they're going to ask. Is that a drone? Does that have a camera on it? How much does it cost? How far can it go? What's the battery life on it? How high can it go? Those are the same questions you get every time. I have a feeling when you have these on, people are going to start asking some questions, at least initially. What is that? Is that VR? Is that Oculus? You get the thing. We're going to start getting a lot of those questions. So, of course, it can be quite hard to talk to them while you're wearing these. So that's it, guys. These are the new DJI goggles. I had a lot of fun with them. In fact, they're really cool. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of these kind of videos, I make a new video every week, quite often, actually more than once a week. But anyway, if you want to get those and you don't want to miss them, hit that subscribe button right now. Become part of the Cafe crew. And I do drones and gadgets and stuff like that, but I also do some really good Photoshop, Lightroom, Premiere Pro tutorials. So you might want to check those out. So anyway, if you liked this, smash that like button, tell your friends about it. Drop a comment, let's get a discussion going in there, ask some questions, and in fact I've been getting a lot of questions on drones and stuff. Ask your questions, and I'm probably going to do a Q&A session pretty soon, so keep your eye out on the Photoshop Cafe channel here for a questions and answers about drone. I'm going to take the best questions and just answer them all, and I hope you guys enjoy that. And so anyway guys, until next time, I'll see you at the cafe. Until next time. So anyway, guys. They're supposed to do that, by the way. You pull these, push that button, you can pop. So anyway, guys, until next time, I'll see you at the cafe.